Welcome back, dear students. So today the problems that we are going to do are very important from the point of view of the competitive examinations that most of the graduates in our country faces today, right? So let's see the first question from exercise 7A, I guess. So question number 13 will be the first question for the day, which says the cost of a scooter depreciates every year by 15% of its value at the beginning of the year. If the present cost of the scooter is rupees 800, find its cost after 1 year. Number 2, after 2 years. So try to understand with the case. See, you have purchased a scooter and after 1 year you want to sell it. Will you get more value or less value? Definitely you will get less value, isn't it? So the value gets depreciated by 15%. Okay, so basically what is given is, let me just note down. So given is let's say present cost, right? So present cost of the scooter. So present cost of the scooter is given to be rupees 8,000. Okay, so rupees 8,000 is the present cost of the scooter, and rate of depreciation is also given, and rate of depreciation. Okay, so depreciation is given to be 15%. Okay, so this is the present cost. Okay, so after 1 year, let's see what is the cost. Okay, so after 1 year, let's say okay, so let me write sub number 1. So when you write sub number 1, you will definitely understand that it is the case after 1 year. Okay, so depreciation. Okay, so let's see what is the depreciation. So all of you know depreciation is 15% of what is the cost of the scooter. The cost of the scooter is given to be rupees 8,000. So the depreciation is 15% of 8,000. Let's calculate what is 15,000 of 800. 15% of 8,000. So 15% is 15 by 100 into rupees. We have 8,000. So do the cancellation. 0, 0, 0, 0 gets cancelled, right? So when you multiply them, you get rupees. You have 15 into 80. Okay, so 8 5s are 40, carried over 4, 4 8 1s are 8, plus 4 is 12. So we have got one more 0. So the value of the scooter depreciates by rupees 1200. So therefore cost after 1 year. Okay, so after 1 year becomes, so what will be the cost? Earlier it was rupees 8,000. So from 8,000 you have to subtract 1200, isn't it? So when you subtract, how much do you get? 0 minus 0 is 0, 0, right? So we have a 0, 10 minus 8, 2 is 8, so 7 minus 1 is 6. So this becomes the cost after 1 year. Okay, now the second is you have to find the cost after 2 years, right? So for the second year, okay, for the second year, what is the present cost? Present cost becomes this one. Remember, after 1 year gets over, okay, then for the second year, your present cost becomes rupees 6,800. Okay, so let's find what is the depreciation again. So we have depreciation will be equals to, as usual, 15% of rupees 6,800. Okay, so all of you know 15% can be written as 15 by 100 into rupees 6,800. Now let's do the cancellation here. So 0, 0, 0, 0 gets cancelled. So we have 15. So this is equals to rupees 15 into 68. So let's multiply 15 into 68 will give you rupees 1020. Okay, so this is depreciation. So therefore cost after, we say 2 year. Okay, so we have cost after 2 years will be equals to it will be equals to rupees. So the present cost is 6,800, and from here I need to remove 1 0 to 0. So let's subtract. 0 minus 0 is 0. So 10 minus 2 is 8. So we have got 7. 7 minus 0 is 7. We have got 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. Okay. So this becomes the cost of the scooter after 2 years, and this will be the cost after 1 year. Okay. So you may pause the video and note down your solution. Let's observe this particular question. Question says, in an examination, a candidate secured 125 marks and failed by 15 marks. If the pass percentage was 35%, find the maximum marks. See, there is a student who gets 125 marks, and after getting 125 marks, it is said that he has failed by 15 marks. So what will be the pass marks then? The pass marks will be, just add 15 to 125. That will give you the pass mark. Okay, so we have pass marks. Okay, so pass marks will be how much? To 125 we will add 15, so it will be 140. So 140 is the pass marks. Okay, now question is asking what is the maximum mark. So maximum mark is nothing but the full marks. Okay, so let the maximum marks be x. Okay, now out of x, if you get 35%, then you are passed, isn't it? Because pass percentage is given to be 35%. Okay, so pass percentage is given to be 35%, isn't it? So therefore pass marks. Okay, so therefore pass marks will be 35% of the total marks, which is x. Okay, so we have this can be written as 35x by 100. Simple. Okay, so this is the pass marks, but this is also the pass marks, isn't it? So according to the question, we will have the pass marks 35x by 100 will be equals to the pass mark 140. So from here let's calculate x. So x turns out to be, so 140 into this goes over here, so it becomes 100 divided by 35. So let's do the cancellation now with 5, or let's do with 7. So when you do with 7, so 7 into 2, 40, 14, so we have got 0 also. Okay, so 7, 5, so 5 ones are 5, 5, 4. So when you simplify this, you get this equals to 400. So the value of x is 400. So that's why we say, therefore at last I should see that the maximum marks is how much? It is exactly 400. Okay, so this is your answer for this particular question. So you may pause the video and note down your solution. Let's have another question. So this is also again based on the examination. In an objective type paper of 150 questions, John got 80% correct answers and Mohan got 64% correct answers. How many correct answers did each get? Okay, so there are two things out here. So one is John and one is Mohan. Okay, so as per question number 1, you need to find how many correct answers did each, that is John and Mohan, got. Okay, so let's see what is the first one. First one is John. So John's correct answers. Okay, so correct answers are given to be, so it will be 80% of, what is the total number of questions? Total number of questions given to be 150. So you just need to calculate this. So it becomes 80 by 100 into 150, right? So 0, 0, 0, 0 gets cancelled. So we have 15 into 8, which is 120. Okay, so that means out of 150, 120 questions are corrected by John. Okay, so let's find what is Mohan's correct answer then. So Mohan's correct answers, it is given to be 64%, right? So we have 64% of 150. Okay, so I'm not going to find this, you will find this by yourself. Okay, so when you find 64% of 150, your answer will be exactly 96. Okay, so find this by yourself. Okay, next is number 2. In number 2, question is asking you what percent is Mohan's correct answer to John's correct answers. So you have to find the percentage in this case. Okay, so required percentage, let's say. So required percentage. So how do you need to find percentage? Question is saying you have to find percentage by taking Mohan's correct answer. So what is Mohan's correct answer? It is 96. 2 means you have to write divided by John's correct answer. Understand this? Okay, so basically how we find percentage? We find the required number divided by the original number. Okay, and here you are comparing your number, that is Mohan's correct answer, to the John's correct answer. So Mohan's correct answer will come in the numerator and John's correct answer goes to the denominator, which is 120, and you have to write into 100%. Very important question. Okay, so 0 gets cancelled. Okay, so again do the cancellation. So 12 ones are 12, 8, right? So you get 8 into 10 is 80%. Okay, so that means the required percentage for sub number 2 is how much? 80%. Very important, right? So you may pause the video and note down your solution. Okay, so we will take this question now. So the number 8000 is first increased by 20%, then decreased by 20%. Find the resulting number. See, try and understand this question. Okay, so original number is 8000, it is increased by 20%. Okay, so let's find what is the new number. Okay, that is the increased number. So we have increased number will be equals to, so first we will write the original number. So this is my original number, and since it is increasing we have to add. Okay, and it is increased by how much? It is increased by 20%, remember. So 20% of what? 20% of 8000. Okay, so let's quickly calculate this now. So we have 20% means 20 by 100 into, we have 8000. So 0 gets cancelled. So we have 8000 plus, so 2 into 8 is 16. So we have got 2 more zeros. So let's add them. So you get 9600. So this is the increased number. Okay. Now after increasing, it is decreased by 20%. It is said, right? First increased by 20%, then after increasing, then decreased by 20%. Now you have to find the resulting number. Now resulting number means you have to find the decreased number, isn't it? So you have resulting number, which is nothing but decreased number. Now what is original number now? Now the original number is 9600, and since you are decreasing, you have to write minus. You have 20% of the number is 9600. Okay, so we have 9600 minus 20% means 20 by 100 into 9600. 0 gets cancelled. So we have 9600 minus 2 6 are 12, carried over 1, 2 is 2 9s are 18, plus 1 19. We have got one more 0. So we have 1920. So let's subtract. So 0 minus 0 is 0. 10 minus 2 is 8. So we have 5 here. So 15 minus 9 is 6. We have got 8 here. So 8 minus 1 is 7. So this will be my resulting number. Okay. So you may pause the video and note down your solution. Now let's observe the last question for the day. So we have, question says, the cost of an article is first increased by 20% and then decreased by 30%. Find the percentage change in the cost of the article. Right, so we don't know what is the cost of the article, so in such case generally we take the cost to be X, isn't it? But here no need to do that, we can take any number. Okay, for simplicity we can take the cost of the article to be rupees 100. Okay, so let the cost of the article be, let's say, rupees 100. Okay, now the cost is first increased by 20%, right? So let me write increased cost. Okay, so original cost is rupees 100, all of you know, and on this we have to increase, right? So we have to increase by 20%, so we have 20% of rupees 100 here. Okay, so we have rupees 100. So when you find 20% of rupees 100, it turns out to be 20. Okay, so it turns out to be 20. You have to do the calculation by yourself. Okay, I'm not showing this. So your increased, that is the new price, is rupees 120 now. Now after that it is decreased by 30%, isn't it? So your decreased cost, let's say, so we have the decreased cost will be equals to, see, first and foremost we have got this number. Okay, so since it is decreased, I have to write minus 30%. Now it is decreased by 30%, right? So 30% of the number is rupees 120. So this is rupees 120, this is rupees 120 minus 30% means 30 by 100 into rupees, we have 120. So 0 0 0 0 gets cancelled, so we have rupees. So 120 minus rupees, so 12 into 3 is 36. Yes, so when you find the difference, okay, so when you find the difference, your new cost, that is a decreased cost, will turn out to be 10 minus 6 is 4, so you have 11 minus 3 is 8, isn't it? So 84 is the ultimate, the new cost of the article. Now tell me, what kind of change do you see here? Is there increase in the cost or decrease in the cost? See, initially it was 100, right? So now it is 84. Obviously there is decrease, right? So therefore we say change. Okay, so change is nothing but decrease, right? So change in the cost is, change in the cost is nothing but decrease in the cost. Okay, so decrease in the cost. Now what is the original cost? Original cost is rupees 100, and the decreased cost, the last cost is rupees 84. So that's why it is decreased by how much? So when you find the difference, 100 minus 84 is 16. So this is the decreased cost. Now you have to find the percentage change. Okay, so therefore we have percentage change. Now all of you first write the formula, that is change in the value. Okay, change in the value, that is change in the cost, is rupees 16 by original value, that is the original cost, which is 100, into we have 100%. So rupees cancel, 100 gets cancelled, so that's why your answer turns out to be 16% for this particular question. Okay, so remember this is percentage, means percentage change, means since it is a decrease, so you can write 16% decrease. Okay, so that will be better, right? So with this we close for the day. Thank you very much.